NATO fighter jets are landing in Estonia for large-scale military exercises, which the U.S. and several European countries are conducting near the Russian border. The maneuvers have not raised an eyebrow, but when Russia holds drills on its own territory, Washington slams it as destabilizing the situation in Ukraine. It is something our Washington correspondent, Gina Chichkan, raised with the State Department at its briefing.
I went to ask the State Department about what seems to be an inconsistency between how the U.S. views its own exercises in the region and how it views Russia's drills.
And I'm wondering, why is it that when Russia is carrying out exercises, it's suspicious, it undermines peace? When the U.S. does that, it's exclusively for peace and never undermines anything.
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
When the U.S. is carrying out exercises thousands of miles away from home, near Russian borders, and that's fine. Russia does that at home, and that's not fine.
You are twisting how we've described Russian exercise activity, and I think our activity on the territory of NATO member states has a degree of transparency that is hard to criticize.
I want to go back to my question. Maybe you have not, but your colleagues from this podium have criticized Russia for carrying out exercises near its western borders because they raise tensions. Why is it that U.S. exercises do not raise tensions?
Well, again, I would ask you to go back and check the transcripts of what we've said. We have not issued such blanket statements.
We did check the transcripts, and here's an example of such a statement.
We are deeply concerned by Russia's plan to conduct a large military aviation exercise this week in areas bordering Ukraine. Exercises of this kind are provocative and only serve to escalate tensions.
Just to clarify, in that statement, the State Department spokesperson was talking about exercises that Russia carried out inside of Russia. So the State Department spokesperson today tried to deny that there is an inconsistency between how the U.S. presents its own actions and how it assesses Russia's moves. But there are transcripts, there are recorded statements from the past which speak to the contrary.
Brian Becker from the Anti-War Answer Coalition says that such accusations against Moscow contradict with NATO boosting its military presence on Russia's doorstep.
Well, it's a shocking level of hypocrisy, double standard, double speak. I mean, the United States is carrying out massive war games and military exercises in Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia. These are the former Soviet republics, key Russian allies on Russia's border, coming within a few hundred kilometers of Russia's border with modern artillery, and that's not a threat. That's just keeping the peace. It extends American military power right up to the edge of Russia, surrounding Russia, as it were. The State Department and the media with the State Department constantly accuse Russia, even when it's acting within its own borders, of threatening its neighbors. I mean, that's just the way, that's the MO right now in the American media, and of course the State Department and other government agencies feed that.